Hi there, guys. I'm your cybersecurity expert, and today we're diving in a critical threat that's affecting millions of online accounts worldwide. It's credential stuffing attacks. So imagine, guys, a burglar who doesn't need to pick locks or break windows, but simply tries keys stolen from one place to open doors anywhere else. That's essentially what credential stuffing is about. So let's dive deeper. What is actually credential stuffing? So, credential stuffing is a type of cyber attack where hackers use massive lists of stolen usernames and passwords, typically obtained from data breaches. So, think, guys, like, and they automatically try these credentials across multiple websites and services. So, how does it work? So, hackers obtain large databases of usernames and password combinations from breach websites. They use automated tools and botnets to test these credentials and basically on all other popular platforms. So, if people reuse passwords across multiple sites, hackers can gain unauthorized access. So, if we think and look about some key statistics around the globe, over 80% of data breaches are related to stolen or weak passwords. Approximately 4.7 billion records were exposed in data breaches in 2022. So, credential stuffing attacks can attempt millions of login combinations in mere hours. So, if we look at credential stuffing versus brute force attacks, what are the key differences? So, many people confuse credential stuffing with brute force attacks because they are quite different. But how are they different? In credential stuffing, hackers are using real, previously leaked username and password combinations. It relies on password reuse across different platforms. It's more targeted and often more successful. It requires lower computational complexity. While brute force attacks, it's essentially we are systematically guessing passwords by trying multiple combinations. There's no prior knowledge of actual credentials, and it requires significant computational power. It's less efficient and it's easier to detect and prevent. So, what is the real world impact on that? So, if we think credential stuffing isn't just a theoretical threat, major companies like Yahoo, LinkedIn, and Adobe have suffered massive attacks where millions of user accounts were compromised. And the consequences can be devastating. Think about, financial theft, identity fraud, personal and professional reputational damage. Think about, potential long-term financial losses. So let's have a look and dive deeper into potential prevention strategies for individuals. So here are some powerful ways how you can protect yourself. So, one and the most probably important is use unique passwords. Never use passwords across different platforms. Consider a password manager to generate and store complex passwords. Most importantly, as well, enable two factor authentication. So, which adds an extra verification layer beyond passwords. Think about, whether it's SMS, even though it's not necessarily thought of the most secure way, but you can add um, one time passcodes in specific applications. You can make your credential stuff and attack significantly more difficult. You need to monitor your accounts regularly, check for suspicious activities, set up login alerts. You can use credit monitoring services, which can potentially help and detect when your account has been used somewhere else where it wasn't you. Now, we think about potential prevention strategies for companies. Companies can implement robust defenses. Think about advanced authentication mechanisms, implementing multi factor authentication, using risk based authentication. We can deploy also capture for advanced bot detection. So, capture is if you think, whenever we sign up to some accounts in some specific websites, normally we get to complete captcha, which is either, selecting specific images, whether we are typing a word that displayed on the image, and things like that. Also, think about credential screening. So, we need to check for incoming credentials against known breach databases. We can automatically block common leaked passwords in our companies. We can also implement intelligent based password complexity requirements. And we can also deploy things like rate limiting and monitoring to detect and block suspicious login attempts. We can use machine learning to identify credential stuffing patterns. Think about implementing IP based and behavior based restrictions. Credential stuffing is a serious threat, but it's not invincible. By staying informed, using smart security practices, and leveraging advanced technologies, we can significantly reduce our risk. Remember, guys, your digital security is a shared responsibility between you and the platforms you use. So, guys, stay safe, stay vigilant. And if you want further resources for further reading, have a look at National Cybersecurity Center, OWASP Authentication Cheat Sheet, and Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Agency, CISA. And to end it all, guys, subscribe, like, and share this video to help spread cybersecurity awareness across the internet space. Stay safe, guys.